everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be working on a larger than mat cutout for this Winnie the Pooh. And right now what I'm going to be doing is sizing it to about 20 inches for the height. And also I don't want these flowers that are around Winnie the Pooh. So what I'm going to do is contour them out. And let me go ahead and show you. So right here on the bottom right, you're gonna see you click on whatever color, whatever flower. So I try to hide it, but it hid even the little lines of the eggs. So just contour it, hide the flowers, and you can see that they're no longer in the picture. So I did that with all of them. I did it with all 4 flowers. So right here I'm just going to speed up the process of the flowers being contoured. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and select all the Winnie the Pooh layers, duplicate it, and I'm going to hide all the colors except for the background, which is just a black. So that way we could go ahead and slice it. Since it is larger than what our paper could cut, I'm going to go ahead and slice it for the 8x11 cardstock. If you have 12x12 black cardstock, you could do that as well, but I'm going to be using 8x11. So what I do is get a square from the shapes, which I already did, and size it up from 8 width and 11 for the height. So you do that 4 times, and you're going to put them as close as you can together and as even as possible, so that way when you slice it, it cuts the image as perfect as you can. So I do that with all 4 shapes. So right here you just duplicate it 2 more times and line them up. I'm just zooming in so that way you can see exactly how I put the squares right next to each other. I put it so there's no gaps in between. Okay, so I have Winnie the Pooh with black right now, but what I want to do is go ahead and change it to a different color. So I'm gonna select the Winnie the Pooh, the background of Winnie the Pooh, so that way I'm able to see the actual gap I have. So you're gonna go on basic and choose the color that you want. I chose yellow. You see how you can see that gap. So we want to close it as close as possible so you don't see it. And once you do that, you're gonna want to select individually each square with the background. And how I do that, I use Shift and then I click on I clicked on the Winnie the Pooh, and then you click on Slice, and that gives you that cutout right there. And you want to just keep doing that for every single one. Do the same, hold Shift and then select the Winnie the Pooh and slice. So on this third one that I did, you see how you could still see some gray, and I didn't align it up perfectly. So what I did is undid it. When I go ahead and scoot up, actually I had to scoot it down just a little bit so that way it could match evenly. Once I did that, then I want to go ahead and slice, and you can see the difference. Once I select it and slice it, it cut perfect. So it's really you could see the difference. That's just what I mean by, that's why you have to make sure you have it really close to each other. And there you could just go ahead and cancel out the gray part, which is the squares that you're using, and you have your 4 little parts that are gonna make the full background for the Winnie the Pooh, and that would be on black cardstock. So now you want to move over to contouring out the Winnie the Pooh's face. So you can leave it like that if you want to, but I like to not waste paper, so I'm gonna contour the little yellow part of the egg and just keep the face. So when I go to the face, it just cuts that out, and then I could go ahead and do it again and duplicate it. Okay, so I'm hiding the face. So what I did was hide all, and I just kept the little squiggly line from the egg, So you just select that, and that's all you want for it to come out. And let me go ahead and go back down. So it's selected both. So um, I don't want the flower. I just want the line for the egg. So I have to make sure I choose the right one. And there it is. So just hide the flower now, and now you just have the little line for the egg. So you see how the face, and then it's the other little yellow part. So those two are going to come out, but they're not going to be leaving a big gap. So you're able to cut right next to each other. And now I'm going to go ahead and do the white part of the Winnie the Pooh's little outfit. So duplicate it. Now you're going to go ahead and contour. And so right here, contour the pieces. So that way they fit on the 8 by 11. If you have 12 by 12, it's a little bit better, so you don't have to be contouring so much or be worried that it's not going to fit on the 8 by 11 cardstock. But I am working with 8 by 11 for this project. So go ahead and contour. Let me see, contour the ears. So you just want to keep the body. On this section, I'm only going to want to keep the body part. So you could just exit out and make sure, see which ones are you missing, or just select on the right. You'll see which ones are, the ones that are dark gray are the ones that are hiding. So just make sure the ones that you don't want, you see how it's coming along. It just takes a few times to select every one that you don't want to be showing. Okay, so right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and fast forward it. Make this part go a little bit faster, so that way you're not just the video doesn't go too long. But yes, just keep contouring all the white until you get them separated instead of all one big white part. Okay, so right here I just when I go ahead and started contouring the other colors, I did the pink, and then I did the green. One thing I forgot to do is save this project as soon as I started, because it could have gone bad and it would have erased all my hard work. But please save your videos. Right here I saved it, and then I was done. I contoured everything. So I did notice that it was a little bit too big. Okay, so it was a little big, so what I had to do is resize it just by a little bit. So I went to go ahead and I selected everything and made it a little bit smaller, so that way right here where the up to the 8 inches it was able to fit. It was just by a little bit that it was off. So you can go ahead and do that. Once again, if you have a 12 by 12 or a bigger sheet of paper, you don't have to worry about that. By doing that, all you have to do is select all of the layers and go ahead and just make it a little bit smaller so they could all fit. Okay, so right here, so what you want to do is, so since they're right next to each other, just go on the 3 dots and move object and create a new mat and create another black mat, so that way you know what layers have to be the background. So once you do that, each individual layer will be on a black mat and you're ready to cut. And I'll be making a second video showing you how I put everything together. If you guys do want to see any other characters or anything else, or if you guys want to leave any tips or tricks down below in the comments, that would be very much appreciated. And yeah, see you guys soon. Thank you guys for watching.